Good evening, and welcome to Neutral News, the program that looks at the relentless march of progress and asks, must we walk quite so fast? And are those really new shoes? While other networks may be concerning themselves with trivialities like international diplomacy or the global economy, we have cleared our schedule for a matter of genuine existential weight. Tonight, we tackle a phenomenon of global significance, the annual migration of perfectly functional rectangles from our pockets to a dusty drawer to be replaced by marginally different rectangles. We are, of course, talking about the smartphone upgrade, a ritual so ingrained in modern life it makes the solstice seem a bit flaky and non-committal. For more on this cyclical wave of consumer panic, we go to our correspondent, Susan. Susan.
Reports are circulating based on information from what are described as reputable sources with impeccable track records in speculation regarding the potential features of a mobile telephone that may be released in the autumn of 2025, specifically the iPhone 17 Pro Max. This device is expected to represent an upgrade over the iPhone 14 Pro Max, a device from the distant past of 2022.
3 whole years, a technological eon. I imagine owners of the 14 Pro Max are currently communicating via carrier pigeon and viewing photographs on cave walls, the poor devils. The humanitarian implications are staggering. So, Susan, what earth-shattering advancements can we expect from this 17th coming? Will it teleport us to work? Will it finally be able to toast a crumpet?
The anticipated upgrades are, in their own way, profound, Neil. The first key difference is a shift from a 6.7-inch screen to a 6.9-inch screen. That is an increase of 0.2 inches, or 5 millimeters.
5 millimeters? Let's allow that to sink in. That's the thickness of a digestive biscuit, the diameter of a garden pea. The amount my will to live shrinks every time someone uses the phrase blue sky thinking. So this extra space, what is its designated purpose? Would it allow us to view a whole extra word in an email?
The precise utility of the additional screen area remains a subject of intense debate among analysts, Neil. The prevailing theory is that it exists to make the previous model feel consciously or subconsciously inadequate, a 5 millimeter psychological dagger to the heart of consumer contentment. Another major innovation will be under-display Face ID technology.
Ah, so the little black bar at the top of the screen will vanish. A feature that people have complained about for years will finally be removed, only to be presumably sold back to us as a revolutionary breakthrough. It's a bold strategy. What other miracles are we to be blessed with?
The front-facing camera is expected to see a significant jump from 12 megapixels to 48 megapixels. This will allow users to capture their own faces in a level of detail previously reserved for forensic science and high-end dermatology.
48 megapixels! Good heavens! What does a civilian even do with that level of data? Can you use it to zoom in on a single pore and see your own reflection in it? It's less of a camera, and more of a pocket-sized instrument of radical self-scrutiny. I foresee a boom in the cosmetic industry.
It would certainly render most cosmetic claims immediately verifiable, Neil. The other major upgrade is the processor. The device will feature a new chip, the i19 Pro. It will, by all accounts, be faster. This means the activity of scrolling through pictures of other people's holidays or arguing with strangers about pineapple on pizza will be accomplished with a fraction of a second less delay.
So the chief benefit is a more efficient delivery system for our daily dose of anxiety and envy. It's like inventing a faster IV drip for existential dread. And the connection? I hear whispers of new forms of invisible sky magic.
That's correct, Neil. It's expected to support Wi-Fi 7. This is the next standard and wireless connectivity, promising higher speeds and lower latency. In practical terms, it means you'll be able to download a 2-hour film in the time it currently takes to download most of a 2-hour film before it freezes.
It's a game changer. I can now stand slightly further away from my router while failing to connect to it. It all seems less like an upgrade and more like a solution to a problem nobody actually had. It's like inventing a self-peeling banana. The original system was, for most of us, largely acceptable.
That is one interpretation, Neil. The market, however, operates on a different logic. The compulsion to upgrade is a powerful one, often driven by what economists call aspirational friction. It's similar to the inner turmoil one feels when a neighbor buys a new lawnmower. Your current lawnmower works perfectly. It cuts grass, which is its sole purpose. But their new one is a slightly different shade of green and has a new logo. Suddenly, your own lawnmower feels inadequate, obsolete. It becomes a symbol of your personal failure to keep up.
A truly bleak but crushingly accurate analogy. But what of the old phones, Susan? This great electronic exodus must have consequences. Where do all the retired rectangles go? They can't all be serving as makeshift cheese boards.
Many enter the great drawer of forgotten tech, Neil. A technological limbo where they lie next to chargers for cameras you no longer own and a Nokia 3310 that presumably will outlive us all. This creates a significant quantity of what experts call eWaste. The volume is extraordinary. Last year alone, discarded electronics in the UK weighed more than 155 double-decker buses.
That many? Good Lord! We're not just building a mountain of e-waste. We could create an entire bus network for a small country out of it. It's a spectacular form of inefficiency. We're encouraged to be environmentally conscious, to recycle our jam jars, yet in the same breath, we're encouraged to treat a marvel of engineering as a disposable commodity after 24 months.
The two messages are fundamentally at odds. It's like being told to go on a diet by a man who is actively trying to sell you a donut, a very expensive, very well-marketed donut that is only marginally different from the donut you ate yesterday. The entire system is lubricated by the financial structures of network carriers.
Ah, the final piece of the puzzle. The deals, the offers that make a device costing over £1,000 feel free. Explain this dark art, Susan.
It's a masterpiece of fiscal camouflage, Neil. The cost of the handset is amortized over a 24 or 36-month contract. The consumer feels they are simply paying their monthly bill, when in fact they are servicing a loan for a rapidly depreciating asset. It's a form of benign indentured servitude to a telecom provider in exchange for the privilege of owning a 5mm wider screen.
It's fiendishly clever. You don't feel the pain of the purchase in one go, just a dull, persistent ache in your bank account for 3 years. So, to summarize, in the near future, we will be invited to part with a substantial amount of money for a telephone that is a biscuit width larger, will show us our wrinkles in terrifying detail, and will connect to a Wi-Fi that doesn't exist in most houses yet. And we will do so not because our current device has failed, but because we've been psychologically coerced into a state of perpetual dissatisfaction by a man with a new lawnmower, and financially trapped by the small print on a 36-month contract.
It is a brutally accurate and commendably neutral summary of the situation, Neil.
Thank you, Susan. It truly is a triumph of marketing over common sense. A quiet, beautifully designed madness for our times, reminding us that the greatest innovation of all is the ability to sell someone the same thing over and over again. Good night.